Okay. It looks correct. Okay, what was happening last time? The robots were attacking random citizens for shits and giggles. Things have settled down here, but I still see no sign of Aaronville. Split up and look for him. Let's split up, gang. Willjohn's Fiend? Please search in the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head further out. Let's split up, gang. Is that the correct frickin' lighting? My cam? Hold on, it looks weirdly bright. Guess that is what it is. I guess that is what it is. Pardon me, Fat Chocobo. Don't mean to interfere with your trot. Yuppies, hello. Arnar, the citizens. Oh no, Aaronville, fuck. Get off my homie, bitches. More? No. One wave. Only one. Aiding! We just pet his ears. Oh damn, you guys got messed up. That was a close call. My thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help, but was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Anvil, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they set on you. The ones here also attacked without warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock. Fucking ceiling fan is knocking all these napkins off my desk. Come on. There you go. Where we going? Back there? Fuck walking. You're walking.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Probably bad.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body. Only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered.
Well, that's new. Motherfucker got disintegrated?
I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This was a fake body and they just kidnapped the guy? I don't know. This is weird.
This is
That was
terrible.
dust.
Why would they make the soldiers do this?
Oh, because they're psychos.
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Oh good, more tax. Enoch! What are you doing leveling me down? I just got here!
Oh,
How you doing,
thank
buddy?
12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people.
Oh dang. Somebody's self-driving car
Crown and
went
I
off the
are
rails.
helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
What are those fucking Elon Musk cars called? The ones that are supposed to drive themselves? I can't even remember the name. I don't think it's a Prius, it's something else. Tesla? Oh yeah, self-driving Teslas. Fuck.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
The fucking truck is
Alpha
rampaging?
had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators.
A riderless machine.
It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
Well, shit.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
I think we need to find the source of the problem first.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
So it's got to be Decepticons, or the psycho scientist is just randomly putting souls into vehicles and trucks. Also wondering why that body just now turned to dust. Weird shit going on. Oh great! This place is on fire again. server I'm on is Gilgamesh.
Sven's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Wooklama, you're a freaking warrior. What are you doing? Giving her a band-aid? Oh shit! You guys know how to fight! Oh, it's the Oblivion crew. Okay, they know how to fight. Hell yeah! Oh, that's the Arcadian guy. Doesn't that guy know how to use feral souls?
Bloody things have gone mad.
He's a good fighter, I think. He's like a gladiator or something in the arena. We need more white mages!
Why is this happening?
What the fuck?
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
It's probably a factory spitting them out.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution.
Fucking grenades getting lobbed at them.
Like before, when Zervalja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You'd think they would have gotten rid of all the robots after the first time this happened, but no.
No, you don't!
Rail's beating the shit out of him with commissions.
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this. If we had been endless, then you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Should have learned how to fight. Or, you know, ducked.
Are you alright?
Getting closer to the end of Dawntrail. Dude, I thought I was near the end of Dawntrail like 30 hours ago. God, I was wrong.
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
I mean, this is all just a side effect of this bonkers-ass society. Shit's fucked. Thank the 12, you were all unharmed. 'Tis small solace amidst the tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they'd fulfilled their purpose. Yet the same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. First attack came shortly after the announcement that Neo-regulators had run out. Can't have been a coincidence. Struggle to imagine anyone but Calyx could gain control of these soldiers. This must have been served his ends in some way. Gululja, you still without your authority? It's fine now. I'm in control again. Might take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Lima Cheese just talked with Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. Bullshit. Mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. Seems like the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gululja. You're a smart little bastard. This powerlessness. I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss we could endure if there was but happiness at the end. Yet all I see now is suffering and misery. And I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I'd do anything and everything. So please, please lend me your aid. Fucking deja vu over here. Oh, Sphene. You found the words I wish you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sphene. Together, we'll get through this. Nod. Let's split up, gang. Port to Shale. Why do the robots in charge of making food have guns? Whose idea was that? Been a trying day, but it seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there now? What's the situation? You've moved quickly to restore things to normal. Thank you. Yet while disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent, it's far from comprehensive measure when vehicles can be commanded to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keeping a close watch on machines. I also have in mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I gotta learn how to do magic again. I'm gonna ask advice from Y'shtola and Alize. Among the books we recovered from the castle was a grimoire I once used. Hopefully I can learn to wield it again. As for the key, I think it best that it remains in your care, though it means you will be the greatest risk. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Zelina proud. Yeah, if anyone but me had the key right now, they'd be dead.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade,
by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve, I have already arrived at the answer.
Dude, if you want to turn yourself into a robot, go ahead. But don't fucking...
Time is come to pose a new question.
Don't force everyone else to turn into robots too, or whatever the fucking weird shit you're into. Targeted tragedy. If you have a moment, Daku, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking in the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. Hit me. What do you want? Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but, you know, need to get a better handle on the situation Alexandria is facing right now. Sorry, I keep saying that. Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral. A clear idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. First things first, then. Let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation. Vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to control. While these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about the new incidents since then, right? Right. No additional reports have been logged as far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override it with such impunity? Calyx. He lived in the age of the Storm Surge as I did. Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electrope technology. It was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which affected him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. Must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, but he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goals seem noble enough. Exploring treatments for Levin sickness, designing Everkeep's core systems, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was ostensibly trying to help? I don't pretend to fully understand Calyx's motives, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated. That evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. We've already seen how he employed the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who registered their neo-regulators. This is merely one part of Calyx's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he'll draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create an endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calix's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Hell yeah. Which, unfortunately, is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep. I've failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though. I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you. While Galulja and Shale are working on that, I think I'm gonna take a look around. I want to make sure there's no new problems, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calix. You're welcome to come along in another... Oh, you're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen anytime. I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. I'm a pretty brawler kind of guy. Count me in. Oh shit. Kral's in it. Ra and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. So, shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. Well, I have to speak with the city's administrations about bringing in the Lance Guard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolol. Alphino and Alze will be joining me for the meeting, so there's 3 of us that can cover a sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Daku's group, if you'll have me. The more mouths to ask questions, the merrier. As long as you're aware of the dangers. Thanks. I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything fucking stupid. Pfft. Change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calix. Then the drinks are on you. Tally-ho. Yuck, 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 yuck. Sorry, I was off in my own little world. Let's get started. Are you all right? You good, bro? Me? I'm well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. So they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I don't blame them for that. It's only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calix wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calix, nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into the hands of its citizens. And you think we can handle that responsibility, after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandra's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it. You all deserve to be happy. Well, then. Better not let you down. Well, I suggest we move as a group. Don't know if or when a battle might find us. Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Is that a grimoire I see there from the old castle? And it's got a bit of electrope on it? Interesting. Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane crafts, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. Yo, as long as you can at least cast a Cure 1, you're already more useful than some of the other chucklefucks we deal with. If that's the case, might be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It would certainly be more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. 2 you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. Doc and I will take the east. Very well. We'll end our patrol in the plaza just past True View. We'll wait for you there. Alright, me and Geode here. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what, chat up the people, meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that'll earn us a tidbit or 2 we didn't know before. Somber citizen. Hey, buddy! How you doing? Are the sentries and the air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's gonna happen again. Maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen's Fiend said so. Life is horrible. Let's just turn ourselves into robots. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning. Or afternoon. Worst I ever got was on that I should be... Ugh, fuck. The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was also the day I first met Shale. Although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. Livy! I'm living great. How you living, Livy? You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. Shit fucking sucks out here. If you gotta know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His fucking flying motorcycle dropped right out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool. Wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday. I thought I understood what that meant. Until it happened. Oh no! My friend was driving his flying motorcycle without re-raise. Sucks for him. Got me like 1,000 pungent... 1,000?! Bro, don't those stack at 99? I don't have 50 inventory slots. You think I'm made of inventory here? You're gonna kill me. Oh, God. What has me in such fine mood, you ask? Well, I've just registered my Neo-regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now I've gone through with registration, I've felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers of the 5,000 slots available. Over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're still hesitant, you don't got much time to make up your mind. Mark my words, friend. When there's only a few slots left, it's gonna get very ugly. Doc, a word. I feel like there was a new factor in these stories we've heard. One we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back rooms. fights are gonna break out over the regulators. The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. But are you sure there wasn't anything else? The victims weren't wearing regulators? That's it. Vast majority of the residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we'd normally think about. With the supply of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around the streets over to the east. It was particularly chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find an eyewitness who can help us confirm if this was a pattern or not. 103 is hard to get. Anik is going live. Wait. Oh, don't tell me my bot is asleep. My bot is asleep! Or I spelled the name wrong. No, I didn't. My bot is asleep. Hold on. Streamlabs? Streamlabs, wake up! What are you doing? I'm not logged in. Log in with Twitch. Hold on, I'm gonna do a sneak attack here. Chat box? No, that's not it. Where's this fucking tab? I know there's like an on-off. Cloudbot. Inactive. Activate. How would you rate Streamlabs? It's a 5. It's whatever. I don't care. Shut up. Turn on the thing! There you go. You need mods? I need mods for what? There's only like 3 people in here at once. Got it. Gave the homie a shout out and she'll never know. They'll never know. Nobody tell them. My shout out for the one person in here. That's for you, Livy. Make sure you fucking Livy, aren't you a mod in that channel? Aren't you a mod in both their channels? Why am I talking to the robot? Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down? Recreation zones, then. Gotta have some estimates on hand. Recalibrating parameters. Injured, 87 individuals. Casualties, 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators, 0. Oh. How am I? I'm doing great. Unsettled sanitation worker. Garbage driver? So, you wish to know about the people who died in the machine rampage, if they were wearing regulators or not. Sorry, but I was assigned to cleaning away debris. Didn't see any of the bodies. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assume the ushers already did their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up. Nothing else worthy to mention. Daku, I think it's time we rejoin Krylon's Fiend. I was half joking with my boast to Shale, but we might have just solved this shit. Better go tell them what's up. Didn't Kryl say to meet him at the plaza outside Trueview? Let's get going. Strange. So the people that were dying were actually wearing the regulators. I thought it was going to be the other way around, like the people not wearing them were the ones dying. Interesting. So essentially, what you're saying is the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators. What? I thought it was... Oh my god, okay. Fuck. Well, number's still tentative. Only applies to one zone. We don't know how those stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who removed their regulator was a priority target. I thought I read that the robot said everyone who died was wearing them. It was the other way. The people that died were not wearing them. Whoops. Now they mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, can't judge if a person has no desire to become an endless. They simply fail to acquire one at the limited devices. Those who wear no regulator at all, They've clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they've chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances of such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. So Calyx has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic. There was no need to kill anyone. With the way things were, people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing to, you know, put on all that bullshit. You make a good point. Perhaps this Song of Terror is in service to another scheme, where he has some other need for the lives he's taken. He's harvesting souls. What about the dust? Everybody got turned to dust. He got atomized. Right, the sanitation worker story. She didn't see a body, but she mentioned piles of white dust. Dust, but no bodies. Where have I heard that before? Do you recall when we went to save Aaronville? From the sentries in the outskirts? That Usher Malachite told us about the same thing. Ah, yes, that thing that happened 5 minutes ago. Do you remember that thing that happened 5 minutes ago? It happened 5 minutes ago. Yes, I remember that thing that happened 5 minutes ago. Both stories speak of missing remains and suspicious enough, but the shared mention of this dust is too much of a coincidence. In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at the other sites. Gotta attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also to the intent behind Calyx's murderous actions. Nod. Ringle dingle. Beepity boop boop. Daku, we need your help. I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Oblivion members are on their way now, but you're close enough to join them? I'm on it, little buddy. God damn it. Our new investigation's gonna have to wait. Let's go. Charge. Okay, but the robots don't have guns anymore, right? Like, we disabled their guns. Oh, fuck, what? Fucking robot on robot violence? The fuck is happening? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
I mean, use your legs, bro. Run.
Leave him alone.
Boom. Headshot. Did you just faint? You fucking bitch.
Right.
Oh my god, and you pissed yourself too?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
By yourself? I feel like I should go with you. Okay. Good luck.
Do you
No
know
regulator.
anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Oh, the kid we just
Go
cured
to them, quickly!
of his fucking electricity paralysis and his mom. Oh god, if they're dead, fuck, can we chill out with the depression? Uh-oh. Okay, well, she's alive. What about the kid and the mom?
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape.
Oh shit.
Mother, please.
Oh, there's a blood stain and everything.
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
Thank fucking god we have someone who knows how to cast Cure 1.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Probably shouldn't promise that.
Thank you, miss. Will she sleep like that forever?
Forever. No, chill out. She just needs a nap.
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
Give her some chicken soup, she'll be good as new.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
Couldn't have taken off her shoes before putting her on the bed, though. Shoes on the bed is so cringe. Oh my god, another title? The Promise of Tomorrow. I'm doing these fucking story missions before the last 11 raid because I want to unlock this frickin' level cap dungeon shit. I'm missing one dungeon or something before I can do that. Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending to my wounds as well. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard the sounds of fighting. Oh. He's super dead, sorry. I'll take the money. Thank you. Our comrade. You think he may have been struck down? If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. Wait, please. It isn't safe, and you still need rest. Can you stay here with Milos? Watch over Isadora for me. We'll tend to your friend. I thank you. Please be careful yourself. Yeah, just hang out here, raid their fridge. That guy is dead, right? Yeah, he's super dead. Isadora's going to be alright then? I am so glad. I just finished my menstruations here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. Damn. He went out like a G. Poor bastard. That brave soul gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry wasn't behaving normally like any other, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Tried to kill me. Weapons or not, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. The solution? Start handing out guns. If everybody had a gun, the robots wouldn't stand a chance. That's all I'm saying. Oh god, is it over? We came as soon as Wayakiwe sent word. Oh shit. Is that one of ours? Oh, he's super dead. Sorry, by the time we arrived, it was already too late. The Geode could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we gotta go find him. Why? Did something happen? Did shit get worse? Possibly. We're not sure what, but he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, at least until we regain control over the sentries. Egad, we gotta go find Geode. I agree, since most Oblivion members have sworn off regulators. If our theory holds true, then they might be prime targets for the next attack. Please, do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs. You guys are side characters, which means you could die at any time. Here, shove this 23rd communicator up your ass. We made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal. We've been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. Wayakiwe, has one too, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Good luck, and stay safe. Right. Geo said he'd be sweeping the surrounding area, so it can't be that far. Tally-ho. Please don't kill Geode. I mean, I didn't like him that much, but I liked him a little. Every character I like gets killed. Is the solution that I just need to hate everybody and then they'll all live? Is that the play? Do I have to trick the desire sensor? Geode. Where'd you go, Geode? Geode! Geode, answer me! Oh shit. Surveying. Surveying really hard. There's no sign of Geode. Farmer. Oh, he's alive. He's running around doing shit.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Ringle dingle.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it.
Crap baskets. Stealing souls! With a weird laser gun or something. Oh god!
That dust.
Oh, you're gonna need to get one of those guns so we can analyze that shit.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether.
Oh, stealing all the ether turns them to dust. And stealing their souls.
The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
Interesting. Fucked up and interesting. Uh-oh. Not the old man.
Shit.
Bang, bang. Dude, is that guy deaf? Reload, reload. Oh god, you got aggroed.
Damn you!
What, did you run out of ammo?
You can't be here! You need to run now!
Oh, that's fucked up.
A trap.
Dude, just start running. Just pick a direction and start running. Seriously. Oh, well, shit. This sucks.
Take care of the others, eh?
Oh, come on, man! Just, like, jump off the balcony or something. Fucking fuck!
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
It's just gonna be a pile of dust, isn't it? Oh, fuck. This whole city sucks, man. I would like to kill all the robots now.
Shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promised to halt my harvest?
No. Yeah, I'll halt your harvest by fucking murdering your ass.
It was foolish of me to even ask.
Yes, it was, dumbass.
I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
You're not gonna get it. Fucking twat. Expansion is pissing me off. It's a good villain, though. When a villain makes you hate them a lot, it's a good villain. This pile of dust. These ashes. And the soul cell he left behind. Was that his twisted way of returning Geo to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 Endless could continue their mortal lives. If a reflection's stolen ether would allow for many more Endless, why, that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. Who could think like that? Well, not me. Definitely not me. We know only too well. There's not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We gotta find Calyx. We gotta kill his ass as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession. Daku. Falls to us. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he could terrorize innocents in reflections elsewhere. Daku, you have one job. Don't lose that fucking key. God. Well, we're going back to the back rooms. Shell and the others need to know what the fuck is going on out here. I'll ask Wah to meet us there as well. Yay, depression. So, in summary, shit's fucked out there, and Geode's dead. But I want you all to know he went out like a fucking G. I have his soul.
Our dear Geode.
Now I wonder, since souls are not being stripped of their memories anymore, doesn't that mean we could give him a cool robot body or something, right?
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
Don't let it get to you, Galulja. They're being hacked.
This isn't your fault, Galulja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him.
Wait, where are you going?
To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Go babysit the side characters, Cryo.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding.
Oh, I hope so. I want to wring his scrawny neck.
But not right now.
Fair. Need time to grieve. Understandable.
We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
hate it here. This place sucks. Another comrade gone. Some days it's almost more than I can bear. Geode was... He was an older brother to Nostalgia and me. Shale knew him longer though, and is surely taking it the hardest. And that's on top of what happened with Kafkiwa. You think you could check on her? See how she's doing? He's gonna put on a brave face if it's me or my sister. Hey there, buddy. Want some McDonald's? Apologies. My mind was elsewhere. We need to press on with the hunt for Calyx, but I can't seem to focus. I should be better than this, I know. Anything I can do to help? Can I get you a coffee? Or an energy drink? Or some crack? Whatever, I don't judge. You can't help yourself, can you? Still, I appreciate the concern. Kafkiwa used to say the best thing to do with grief was to let it all out. So I think I'll take myself over to Earth and Sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Maybe you should come along. I could use someone to blubber to if you could spare the time. Right then, let's get the fuck out of Everkeep for a little bit. It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged a couple of air wheelers. They've had their communication modules removed, so even Callus shouldn't be able to seize control of them. Say the word, and we're out of here. Word. Whoosh. Beep beep. For years now, I've been taking one turn wheeler. I can't read that fast. I hate these sections because I can't read that fast. Sometimes Geode would come along too, and we'd end up racing. Does that surprise you? Our friendship always had a competitive edge. We often talk about how one day we might fly our wheelers outside the dome. Almost there. Make sure the ground is clear before you touch down. Phew. That helped clear my head a little bit. You know, Daku, you might be the first person I've ridden with who wasn't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I remember, at least, memories from my regular days aren't exactly reliable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully, you know, the way will be clear of pests today. Sag. Oh, cool. Pests. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Thank ye. I usually avoid these fights, but, you know, sometimes they wander in and block the path. Didn't slow you down at all, though. I've seen you fight up close before, and surveillance feed clearly didn't do it justice. Damn. Hopefully that keeps the route clear for a little while. Shall we?
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa. Will you raise a glass?
Damn, girl, I'll raise 3. I will in spirit? Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Oh, you guys came out this way too.
What are the two of you doing here?
We're getting crunk.
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment.
Damn, girl, why your voice gotta be so smooth?
They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I had recently lost someone close to me. I'd also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
And we were best friends ever since then.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
100% she doesn't remember what the argument was about.
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine, that was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause.
It's a good sales pitch.
It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Can you imagine owning a bar and there's a fucking door that you just can't open? And you're just like, oh, well, I guess it's locked. Whatever. I'm never gonna go in there. Like, what the fuck?
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this, and why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
Hear, hear. Also, game's doing a good job of making me like Shale as a character, which is worrying me, because that means, of course, she's on the chopping block for death. Appreciate you helping me through this. Not only the grief, but you've helped me see that my comrades mean even more to me than I realized, which only fuels my determination. I'll be spending every waking moment working to bring Calyx to account for his crimes. I'll do my part, then you do yours. Oblivion needs you. Well, time we get back to locating Calyx's lair. I got a new strategy in mind, but remains to be seen if it'll aid in narrowing down the possibilities. I'll ask Crowd for help. I want to re-examine the data, starting with that of her parents. After all, they were the first to break away from preservation and establish an organized resistance with Oblivion. Must be something in there that can point us in the right direction. What are your plans, Daku? Oh. Ringle dingle. Daku, is that you? Apologies for calling suddenly. I've been making the rounds in the outskirts, and I can't help but feel as though something is amiss. Can I ask you to join me? Your perspective would be most appreciated. You can wait until you finish attending to Shale, of course. Seems your plans have been decided for you. Well, go on then. I have others to speak with before I return to the back room. Always feels like somebody's watching me. Daku, thank you for coming. As I mentioned, I would benefit from your worldly experience. Maybe it's my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting odd, even considering the current state of affairs. I'm not really familiar with the outskirts. I thought you might be better equipped to judge it if, their behavior is unusual or not. Mind speaking with them and see what you think? Hopefully I'm wrong, but I feel like something just ain't right. Oh, is everybody with the regulators being mind-controlled now? Like, I've been expecting that plot line for, like, so long now. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Uh-oh. Someone with a Neo-regulator. You're not wearing a regulator. Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me? I got myself one of those Neo-regulators and registered a little while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing me the number of registered users. Right now it's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up after those machine malfunctions. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity the fool who ain't registered. But I'm gonna be an endless. I'm gonna evolve and live happily ever after. Yeah, okay. Maybe put down the Kool-Aid there, buddy. Drinking that Kool-Aid. Trembling resident. Oh, please tell me you brought more of the Neo-regulators. Officially, they've all been handed out already, but I've heard rumors there were a few left over. Maybe the government still has some? Or maybe Queen's Fiend? I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought, but now that I know the truth, it's all I can think about. There has to be a way to get one. There has to be. Dang, everybody's fiending for those regulators. Those riots are gonna start any minute now. Oh shit. This guy's name is what, Pepone? I thought his name was Propane. Sorry. Greetings. I remember when you visited with Queen's Fiend. Come to check on our well-being, have you? Well, I can say that things are pretty stressful out here. Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified, and the clamor for Neo-regulators has reached a fever pitch. Me, personally, I was fortunate to get one. And I have long since completed the registration. Death has no hold over me now. Now I must begin my prayers. The darkness draws closer, grows deeper. We must cast it out. Oh shit! They're getting religious now! Cool, it's getting worse. I can't wait for the shit to just hit the fan and break the fan. So, what do you think? I was right to worry, wasn't I? I could taste the fear in the air. Everybody's a chicken shit. Yep, that's exactly it. People are overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear. And with each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long until it drives them into a full-blown panic? Oh, speak of the devil. Daku, can you come to resolution? We have a problem. I'm already here with Lamachi and Alpha now. Well, that fan is about to break. It's gonna get worse. We're all gonna die.
What's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail.
Jesus Christ.
Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
Calyx.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. When religion starts kicking into this bullshit and everybody starts praying, we're gonna get a fucking icon, aren't we?
With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
Wow, Wuklemat. You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliolal.
Get us the fuck out of here. These people are crazy.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us?
You know, that is a fair reason.
Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion.
Oh my god, fuck you.
No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate!
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
Oh my god, they're gonna start killing each other for regulators. They're gonna do it, and it's gonna be funny. Because they're all stupid.
The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tulichola will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
Yeah, stop panicking, you fucking meth heads.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do?
I mean, you're the real deal.
I am not their queen.
I don't know, might be time to, take off the hoodie? Maybe throw out some words of encouragement? No? Calix has access to the core system, which means, if he chooses to do so, he could deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Oh yeah, that wouldn't end well for him. Even if our people learn to live with death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. If it serves to allay their fears even a little, I beg you, Wuklamot, please let them shelter in Tulichola. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We already began evacuations. We'll be able to pick up the pace once the Landsguard arrives. In which case, we best spread out and keep an eye on the crowds. The mood is tense and, gotta prepare for possible violence. Inevitable violence, you mean. If you happen to determine where Calix is hiding, though, we'll be ready to move at a moment's notice. Surely we'll find a clue of some kind soon. He can't elude us forever. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for her nation. Are you talking about the robot Sphene? God, fuck her too. She sucked. Like, the real Sphene has been here for like 10 minutes, and I like her way better than all the other ones. Anyway, Tulichola would gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. But what of the nation's late queen that was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? Wuklamot, I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made. But she betrayed you, didn't she? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone, we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much that I love in this world, too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe, and that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just wished we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you needed. I could be your friend too. Whenever you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come running to the rescue. And you do the same for me. That's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right. You're right. Don't forget about me. No, I'm gonna be quiet. Ellipses. Right, got a bit sidetracked there. Should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shale needs a hand? There you are! Galulja! Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alzane and the others said you were here. Good news, Daku. We finally found a chink in Calix's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed a preservation initiative. Containment Complex 10-29. It's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Calix is hiding, but it might contain clues that point us in the right direction. Sorry it took us so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we go check it out together? Hell yeah! Need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities. We'll have one of our people waiting to operate the lift. Let's not keep her waiting. What authorities? I thought everything was run by these fuck-ass robots. We've notified the authorities, and I'm like, what fucking authorities? There's just drones everywhere. Why can't I jump over the counter? That's bullshit. Oh, I went the long way. Oh, we're going to this little back area here again. Oops. Ready to go on up. Next stop, the 10th level. Oh, we're just going. I thought it was going to be another dungeon. This looks like a fucking Resident Evil laboratory. Again.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
Oh, we're gonna find some creepy shit in here for sure.
It's so dark, I can barely see.
Is that an arcade cabinet? Do they have Street Fighter?
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
Let there be light!
You got the lights working!
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
Ew, dusty. Open a window.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
Oh, smart.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author.
Oh my god, you had to examine the code line by line? Holy shit, my condolences, girl.
We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, We finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
Good. I'm glad Shale made you take breaks. You're too young to pull all-nighters. It's not healthy. You're a treasure, Shale.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words.
Hey, I love having nerds on the team to do all the nerd shit so I don't have to.
In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
Yes! Fight time.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx.
We're more than happy to help, of course. But I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
Yeah, probably, but he doesn't seem to give a shit whenever we find something.
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
Ooh. She's like, oh, I hope he knows we're here. That little shit. You all know our main objective. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail. I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device is in question should have been installed in the director's office. Now, as for where that might be, maybe this map will help us. This room we're in is in the Researcher's Commons, located in the western side of the complex. Director's office is to the northeast over Zar. To cut across the circular chamber in the middle, right? We should, but unfortunately for us, the interior door is locked. We'll need a security key with the proper clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it's gonna be a fucking key card. Can't you, you know, work some electrope magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. Might take a while to crack it. And in case I can't, might want to look for that key card. Considering the state of the place, it doesn't seem like they abandoned it in some haste. Shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Let's get searching. Let's split up, gang. I expect we'll have the most luck looking where researchers kept their personal belongings. Oh shit, I gotta Scooby-Doo this shit. Abandoned paperwork. Your documents sit in an untidy stack on the desk. There are no security cards. A few indecipherable notes remain pinned to this notice board, but nothing that resembles a security card. This small shelving unit holds some office supplies and nothing else. Steal the office supplies. A half-open desk drawer. This appears to be the only desk with the drawers already open. You can tell at a glance that the desk's former owner left some things behind. Dig through their shit. You found a card-shaped object. The electrope surface is marked with a bold level 1. Oh, is that what we're looking for? Try it on the door, see if it opens. Swipe it. Hold the card-shaped object up to the scanner. It's open! You did it! Good thing, too, because I was getting nowhere. I'm curious, though, why would they abandon a facility like this? It was run by a Director Demetrius. At least that's what the terminal over there said. Maybe there's more answers once we go inside. Then let's sally-ho, tally-ho, sally forth. Whatever. This looks like a trap. This room looks like a trap. I'm assuming this card won't work. Okay, I get it. We need another key card. Shut up. Stop talking. Again, all that dialogue to say we need another key card. The way this room is set up, canister inserted into that large device looks like a soul cell. Could this be where they conducted their experiments to create the Endless? But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way into the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Galulja mentioned a locker over there in the corner that couldn't be opened. Maybe you can take a look. A locker that couldn't be opened. Number pad. Locker door is shut tight, but the number pad suggests that inputting the correct combination will open it. Perhaps speaking with your comrades will help progress the investigation. Wait. Fuck. 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 Okay. How do I leave? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Today I began my employment at Preservation. The organization was unfamiliar to me. Mailbox medical practice and correct. Everybody wants to become a robot. I dug through this data tablet and found a journal. I'll read it to you. The results of experiment 158 show marked improvement in aether extraction rates. Last we have achieved the target value set by Master Calyx. Though I'll become an Endless as per our ascendancy protocols, I will preserve this historic number, along with my few remaining worldly effects. Preserve the number. What was the number? 158? 158. Thank you. Fuck! This machine feeds into the soul cells. I'm reminded of my imprisonment by the Empire. Surely this device wasn't made to hold people. Experiment 148, submitting interference standard 201930. Oh, fuck me. Fuck, what was the first number? Oh my god, too many numbers. I'm gonna write these down. 201930. What was the other number? 11509. And 9834. One of these better be it. What about you, Shale? Please don't give me more numbers. Okay. Gotta be one of these. Let's try 201930. Let's try 11509. Finally! It's like I'm playing fucking Resident Evil out here. Locker pops open and inside you find a level 2 security card. And some dirty underwear for some reason. Doc, you got the locker open! And you found another security card. Oh, but this one says level 2. We need level 3. Oh, shit! Yeah, but it should still open more doors. These preservation members led such surprisingly normal lives. Leaving notes, losing their cards. I guess I imagine they'd be more... what's the word? Bloodless? Mechanical. My parents were once part of preservation, if you'll recall. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Calyx and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. I assume those who could not, or would not, eventually left the organization altogether. Oh, I almost forgot. Researchers kept journals in their data tablets. The one I read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the complex, and afterwards... it was decided that everyone would become endless. The writer was really happy about this. You can tell how much they admired Calyx and his work. The entries ended after that, but maybe we can read more in the other tablets. Move this investigation to another room. We'll have the Deuturo Lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. What the fuck is the Deuturo Lab? Both the axes via the blah 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 blah. Here, you can have the level 1 key card. I'll keep the level 2. You can have my hand-me-down card. Let me skim through this. Talking about how some kind of big experiment was about to pop off, but they didn't know what it was. Am I getting exposition dumped right now? Yes, it opened. Alright, where do we go first? The Deturo lab or facilities? Start with the lab. Good idea, Galulja. Which way's the lab? Is it left or right? That way. There's no power here. Nope. None at all. It's possible the energy supply for this room is on a separate conduit, which means there ought to be a contingency for opening the door. There's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. Gotta try and get power to this room by going to the other room. Got it. Are you real? You're gonna make me do a puzzle. Fuck. How bad can it be? It's not Resident Evil. Engaging power supply. No good. I'm getting error 404. According to this error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit. Nerd! Sorry. Shale. That's the emergency generator over there, isn't it? By the looks of it, it's the same model as the one used in Heritage Found. How does it send power to the other lab? Ah, I see. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall directly to the lab. So we need to connect the power. What about these patterns on the floor? Is this the circuit we need to reconfigure? That's right. What I wouldn't give for an instruction manual. Indeed, if you could look around for any written procedures, I'll be digging through the terminal directories. I'll work with the generator. I've used that type of machine before. Then, would you be willing to try and reconfigure the circuit path, Daku? The rest of us can help by supplying Daku with whatever information might be found on the circuitry configuration. Can I just trial and error this bitch? Oh. What? I'm a fucking genius! It worked! It's alive! It's alive! Well, the lab should be fully powered now. Well done, well done. If I may, Shale, could we access a certain data log before moving on? I was checking the storage shelves and one of the labels caught my eye. Preservation, the Early Days is the title. Of course, it'll only take a moment to bring up the contents. Ah, it looks to be a text-based account. I'll read it out loud. Preservation at Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. You motherfuckers let an 11-year-old start a company? Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandria's involvement in the storm surge, with Calix's designs for new defensive solutions funded in large part by the Treasury. You let an 11-year-old design defensive weaponry? As the conflict grew in intensity and casualties mounted, Calix funneled Preservation's resources towards the perfection of memory storage. You let an 11-year-old play with people's brains? Research into this field continued even after the storm surge came to an end, with Calix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. You let an 11-year-old put his brain in the Matrix. So this account is before he embraced his endless existence, hundreds of years ago. I met him only once before the storm surge began. I was attending my father, who was then the reigning king of Alexandria. Calix could not have been more than 10 years of age and required constant treatment for his debilitating bitch illness. Yet still he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. Life should not be lost to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So it was that when the war came to our kingdom, my father was quick to commit his unwavering support to his somber youth in his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by my sudden succession to the throne, I suspected they spared me the reports on endless research and one less urgent matters. So you had no way of knowing what kind of person Calix was changing into. Did he change, or was he always a bitch? I wonder. Perhaps he has ever been the type to value ideals over compassion. I failed to see it at the time. Or maybe he did change, and maybe he's still driven by those same ideals, deeply beliefs, blah 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 blah. He's a freak! Whatever the case may be, we can't allow him to shape our future. Let's press on. Well, if I've done my job correctly, the doors to the lab should be open. When do I get to fight shit? I just want to kill this fucker. He's an asshole. Tired of hanging around in this Resident Evil lab. Okay, here's the key card. Money. Right. Let's get this door open. Access granted. Smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what's waiting for us. Gods above. Isn't that... Oh my god, is his brain gonna be in a jar? Oh. Is that another one? Or is that a fake? The key to interdimensional fusion? That looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they used it to make another key? But it's missing the shard inside, like the one Daku has. We may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Milala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, Preservation began working to harness the power across dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that the vessel's components were constructed here. So what does that tell us? The crystal is the key. That would be the logical conclusion. It's like my parents explained. The key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with Electro, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. God, sometimes these sentences just break my brain. It makes sense. Calyx can track the key because its vessel was made by Preservation. Ah. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. Our next visit, I'll have to enlist Y'shtola's assistance for a thorough investigation. I'm also curious about many things, but pinning down Calyx's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there's a security card that grants access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelon. That means higher security clearances. Let's split up and look for that level 3 key card. Storage crate. Sorry. Lone storage crate is filled with documents, binders, and other boring bullshit, none of which is a security card. Oh my god, they're 3D printing keys. Shelving unit. Dig, 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 dig. No key. Cabinet drawers. There it is. Oh, did you just find a security card? Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shale examine it just to be sure. Here you go, Shale. Well, well, if it isn't exactly what we needed. Nice work, Daku. Oh, level 3. That should get us into the director's office. So, what was it you were hoping to find in there again, Shale? We're saying that a certain device was going to help us. Right, I didn't really explain that part. I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I chased the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep's security cameras. Considering the way Calyx is always one step ahead of us, we gotta assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system, and he's been using it to spy on us like a bitch. But, since Calyx is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is likely a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need that data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's routing all this surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint his position. That said, he's done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on the wrong track. Maybe there's a reason he isn't stopping us. Is it because he can't? Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Daku's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than Daku? Oh my god, they're gonna make me a robot. They're gonna make a robot clone of me. Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data though, if you'd like to see it. This sounds like Kryle's parents were doing a little bit of sabotage. Nope, I was really wrong. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck are those?
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Oh my god, somebody gets it. Also, what is with that guy's fucking hair?
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision.
Oh yeah, God forbid we don't listen to the fucking 11-year-old running a danger company. Sorry.
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
Oh! What a bitch!
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Fucking cult. Well, god fucking damn. You only wanted to leave, and he executed her? I checked the images against the personnel data. The man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I can find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. Oh, I'm not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as preservation agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers... Yeah, that'd be why her parents were so desperate, because the fucking company they were working for was a bunch of psychopaths. Unfortunate. They definitely did not regret their... well... I'm sure the line, "they did not regret their actions," is referring to giving up Kryl. But it could also be referenced towards, like, working for the company in the first place. I don't know if they regret working for the company in the first place. I mean, they obviously didn't escape. Their fucking death memories or whatever was in the Matrix. I guess they did not regret their actions. Right, the Echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Oh, Krele. Worry not, Sphene. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation. But what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the Source or threaten their child's safety. Your parents were real ones. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office. I'm getting tired of reading. I've been reading non-stop for like 3 fucking hours, bro. I thought there would be more fighting. You hold the level 3 security card up to the scanner. Me first. Now to find the data relay. Me first! No, I was expecting more creepy science shit, honestly. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside network, so it can't be the relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I... Secret bookcase! We're looking for a secret door. A closed locker stands next to the table. It's a door. Search the locker. The door to the locker swings open easily. Oh. Examine the data tablet. Start skimming through the tablet. Daily reports. Nothing of note. The key triggered a fucking explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Portal. Continue attempts to stabilize the core's energy reactions. 13 researchers sustained fatal injuries in the explosion. Memory facilities of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion, remaining 9 designated for Aether reclamation process. Rejected Resignations of 2 Milala researchers. Major incident. Details in full report. Those 2 inept Milala broke the preservation and absconded with the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated, we were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calyx as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Deprived of the object of our research, our existence serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. Complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to ether, which will be allocated for further experimentation. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calyx's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. Bro. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition. Whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise, it must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calyx... Man, this guy is obsessed as fuck, and it's creepy. To that end, the facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Office shelves. Crumpled note wedged between the file binders. Secure room lift access requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals in the lab. Oh, the proto lab, the Deturo lab, the director's office. Oh, fuck. Batteries. A beverage station. Having lain dormant for many years, the now active coffee maker has already entered a self-cleaning cycle. It appears to have no other purpose beyond brewing coffee, though it remains to be seen when it will able to do so one more. Great, I'm glad I thoroughly examined that fucking coffee maker. Is this different? Oh, it's the same thing. Shale. Don't look in the locker, Shale. Join the Costa Rica trip? I can't fly. I don't have wings. How you doing, Jen? A misplaced note. With instructions for accessing a secure room, no less. Seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There was no room marked on the map, was there? Nope. Precautionary measure, no doubt. If passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself is concealed too. Sealed by electrope, you mean? Could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past it. Just walk down there, super safe. Remember when FFXIV used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface. You can pass right through electrope. Truly. Never had that property in my time. Daku's having a little fun, I think. What we mean is, electrope can project a false appearance. Oh, I was joking. Shouldn't be too hard to disable. Aha. Secret door. I deactivated the protection, but the lock is another story. Didn't that note lay out the password protocol? 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input, while the rest of us look for passwords here in the office. I'll take the proto-lab. I'll take the D-lab. Actually, it might be better if you stayed, Sphene. Your knowledge of Alexandria and its people could be needed here. Oh yeah, you're right. That makes sense. If the passwords are hiding behind clues, that might be something I can help with. I can help too. Lived my whole life in Alexandria after all. I'll take the D-Lab duty then. Stay in touch via link pearls. Daku, you have the honor of entering the office password. Once we found it, take your place at the terminal. I'll stand guide, Wicklemut, and Kryl. I'll walk you through the process. You know, there was that display plate over there. The one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose, but I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Maybe you can figure it out. Dude, you very clearly need the magic MacGuffin. Really, Wicklemut? You couldn't figure out anything about the missing... Okay. Oh my god, does this mean... Wait. What? I'll examine this again? Oh shit. Do I have to open the fucking locker again? Is there a gem in here? I hate this locker so much. Okay, there's no gem in there. Fuck that locker. Am I supposed to be looking in this room still, or... Do I gotta explore the other rooms again now, or... Oh my god, now I really do feel like I'm playing a goddamn Resident Evil game. I gotta look for the gem to open the door. Fucking Kryl is like, I need to find a stool or maybe a sturdy box before I can access the terminal. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad I read that. Poor Kryl. She needs a chair or a booster seat for the fucking computer. Oh, fuck me. That's funny. Oh god, what's Wicklemut doing in here? So I just press this. Next is that one, right? Hey, this isn't so hard. Oh god, it's like teaching your parents how to fucking use a computer. Well, I'm just wall hugging the left. I'm just going left, left, left. Fuck, it's 5:12. I have to get ready for sortie. Take a closer look at these reports. One of them might have hints for the password. Examine the fucking tablet again? I read through this. Daily reports again. Yeah, it's missing a jewel. 2 jewels are embedded in this electroplate. You identify the blue gem as a sapphire, the red gem as a garnet. And there's an empty slot for another jewel to fill. Which I'm guessing is an emerald, but... Huh? I keep searching the drawers with the books. I found a cube puzzle made of electro. It's probably just a toy, but maybe... Ah! Solve the puzzle. Aha. Can I have that? Thank you, Galul Jaw. Gemstones fit snugly into place. Almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appear, accompanied by the phrase, yes, it's the floor plan. Realize that these shapes correspond to the rooms of the place you're standing in. Oh, are those the passwords? Password is going to be Sapphire, Alexandrite, and Ruby. What does that say? I knew that jewel would come in handy. Let me see. Heed the stones. Must be about the special meanings Alexandrians have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. Fuck, it couldn't be simple. Bet if you ask Sphene, she could tell you more about it. Her name comes from gemstones. Alright, leave. Cancel. Sphene? What does Alexandrite mean? Concept of protection. Sapphire and garnet as well, yes, they also have meanings. I feel like I need to write these down. Alexandrite is protection. Sapphire's honesty. And garnet is devotion. Okay. We gotta try these words at the terminals and see if they're accepted. What was it? The top one? Top one was Sapphire, bottom one is the Ruby. Sapphire, Ruby, Alexandra. Okay. Oh, wait, shit, hold on. Which room is each person in. Is Kryl in it? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so Kryl is that one. Wuklamot is the top. Okay, I got this. So Kryl's password is going to be the ruby, or garnet, whatever, which is devotion. Okay. Oh, we have to start with Wuklamot. What was hers? Hers is the sapphire one. Fuck, what was my handwriting? Honesty. I could barely read my own shit. Wait, no! I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on, fuck up. I fucked up. Shut up, Enoch! Honesty. Kryl's is devotion. Mine is protection. Beepity boop boop. I got it. I'm a genius. She's on the stepladder. Oh my god, I love that shit. I want to rewatch this cutscene in like my Mog house and take a picture of that. It went by too fast. I wanted to take a pic of that. Fuck, that was good. I can watch my VOD later. I think I have to get ready for sortie right this second. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for Final Fantasy XIV for now. I'm gonna switch to 11. I'm gonna do my 1 hour raid in sortie, as well as take a small break before that. I need to reheat some leftovers because I'm hungry.